afternoon, good evening, everybody. It's Marla Martenson and
Hey, Karen Dahlman, hello,
hey, the
cheers.
Women of Ouija. Happy New Year, happy February, happy Imbolc, happy Valentine's Day, happy whatever you celebrate.
Happy
Let's,
2016.
hey, happy to be
Happy,
alive.
happy. Just be happy.
I've got
Happy
my,
joy.
I love this thing. I got this down in Cozumel, Mexico, in a shop. But isn't that cute? I use it for when I'm doing
Very
my
cute.
energy work, and I'll use it to break up the energy and clear it away. It's so great. So Karen and I wanted to talk today about your spiritual practice. It's still kind of a new year, and we make all of these New Year's resolutions, like I'm going to meditate every day, and I'm going to do my affirmations, and I'm going to do this and that, and have my practice, and then business, work, all this stuff bombards us, and all these things go to the wayside, and again we didn't get to our personal and spiritual goals. So Karen, why don't you give us your best tips on how to stay on track and make sure we carve out that time for our personal spiritual work?
Yeah, it's so easy, like you said. In a new year, we get all excited about all these things we're going to pursue and do, and it's sometimes at the extent of actually taking care of ourselves. And so we were talking about earlier about how busy I've been and Marla's been with some of the projects she's working on, and my company and a bunch of other things I'm doing. It's hard at times, but I'll tell you one thing that I'm not letting go of is my practice with communicating with spirits, but also my meditation. That's so important. So what you can do for yourself is just carve out even 10 or 15 minutes a day for you. And that's a time when you get to journal. You might get to take a great bubble bath. It's a time for you to be alone with your thoughts, really, and to reflect. Maybe that's a time when you meditate. You don't need to spend an hour or even 30 minutes in meditation, although it helps. It's good just to start with 10 to 15 minutes. Practice that to start with. But make it where it's like every day. Try to do it around the same time so you make room for it. If it's writing your dreams down, make sure you do that. This is what this does for you. It's you telling the universe that you're going to give yourself that time and permission to go deeper within yourself and to learn more about you and to be, I guess, self-care, you can call it, love yourself. And when you do that, you start drawing more and more prosperous, abundant, great energy to you. So it's a win-win, but you've got to make that time for yourself. And so carve it out.
And even what I found I need to do, even with my exercise, I've always worked out regularly, and somehow this year I was sick in the beginning of the year with that nasty cold everybody got, and then I just work got crazy, and I'd say, okay, I'm going to go to the 5:30 spin class, or I'm going to go to the 11 o'clock, and then somebody would, and then I'd get too busy. So now what I'm doing is I'm writing it in my calendar. I've got my Mac, my iCal, and I put it in so that I don't make any calls or anything around that time. And I know if somebody calls me and says, "Can you talk?" Well, not from 5 to 6 because
Yeah,
you
that's
have
your
to
time.
put it in your calendar because then it's there and you're gonna, work around that. So
That's a great idea. That's what I have to do too, Marla. I have to write it down and even put little yellow sticky notes on my mirror to say meditate at 3, or my phone's off. I turn my phone off, and
yes,
nobody's gonna bother me. I'm gonna shut my computer down so I don't hear beep beep when emails are coming in.
yeah, that's really
But I'll
bad.
make that work. And in days when I see my clients and I'm gone all day from the office, I still make sure I'm gonna meditate in the evening, even if it's for 10 minutes, just that
And
time.
even
So
in bed, like
carve
when
that.
I go to bed, I'll lay in bed and I'm attuned to Reiki, so I do but I'll heal myself. I'll put my hands, call in the energy, and even if you're not attuned to Reiki or anything, still the universal energy is available to us all. So call in the wonderful energy coming through your hands and put it on yourself and healing and releasing. And you can say your prayers just like laying in bed before you go to sleep or before you get up in the morning if you know you're going to have a busy day. And that'll even raise your vibration. So it's something I like to do.
Win-win again. Win-win for all.
All right, guys. So comment below. Let us know your practice, how you're fitting it in. We'd love to hear from you. And see you soon.